Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and all the core gamers out there. CAJman777 here, welcoming you to episode 15 of Metroid Prime. Last time, we attempted to hunt down the grapple beam, but were only led on a wild goose chase and led into the Phazon mines, where we discovered that we are actually not going to be picking up grapple beam, but the power bomb in the central dynamo. The only reason I know that is because I've played this game multiple times, and I totally forgot that Metroid Prime 1 gives you power bombs before it gives you grapple. So, with that, we are going to continue exploring the Phazon mines, and I am not looking forward to doing so. This area has very powerful enemies in it, and dealing with them is going to be a bit of a hassle. We have disabled the secondary force field, it just said with that. However, that force field is actually up here. So we're actually going to have to come up here first. There's a secondary force field. There's two force fields we have to deactivate. The first one's inside there, along with some pirate lore, I believe. That was the last time I played. But we're going to head right around here really quickly. Going to jump up here. Jump up here so we can jump up to the top. Shoot ourselves some boxes. I'm actually going to be pulling out wave beam for these next few rooms for a very good reason. You guys will learn that very quickly. But right here is the report all Phazon mutations to science team immediately. That's the unit control. Transfer to building materials. Complete process. The processing of materials for Xeno containment units underway. If we scan this, the crane controls are functional but require power. A power conduit is nearby. You must energize it. Very simple to find the power conduit. You just gotta walk back a couple steps, pull out your wave beam, shoot the power conduit twice, and that will re-energize the crane unit controls. And now that they're glowing green, all I need to do is walk back, scan them one more time. Crane controls are now active, and this will activate the crane controls. Notice that there is a spider ball track and a grapple beam point attached to the crane controls, along with a missile expansion. I don't believe... Can we get up there? Yes, we can, because we've activated the crane controls. Unfortunately, we cannot use the grapple point yet, but we will be able to access the crane. I should not be using boost ball on this track. I would be reminiscing if I didn't, but let's pick ourselves up a free missile expansion while we have time. So that's going to give us another 5 missiles. Why can't I pop out of Morph Ball here? Why? Game. Alright, fine. Game doesn't like me popping out of Morph Ball, I guess. So I guess we're not gonna. There should be another power conduit somewhere in here as well. Unless there was another thing for the force field generator, which is entirely possible. I think I'm actually going to have to climb back up, so let's go do that really quick. And Wave Beam is actually super useful in the first half of the Phazon Mines. Being the hardest area in the game, Phazon Mines, it has there's like no tutorials. You get easily the strongest items in this area in particular, because this is essentially the final area before, you know, our final boss is. And I did say bosses because technically there's 2. Technically. But with that, we can scan this again. And that's going to rotate the crane back. But, notice we can't grapple. Because we don't have it. There's no way to spider ball up to it either. So we actually have to go down here. Ow. And then the game might tell me what to do if I'm, you know, take too long to do it. But let's shoot this crate. Yep, those crates explode. And right here, here's the first force field thing. I was wondering where it was. Primary force field disabled. With that, you can get a kind of a nice look at the major space pirate research facility. I'm just going to be getting some missiles, because right up here, I believe these are new turrets. Yes, they are. These are, I believe, mega turrets. Perimeter defense is reinforced with energy shielding. Space Pirates added energy shielding and modified heavy cannon. The new shielding increases beam strength and makes the mega turret an efficient defense weapon. Still pretty easy to freeze and blast with missiles, though. But not that but not that easy because, wow, they do a lot of damage. Just gotta keep them frozen. Fire missiles. I just wanted to deal damage to them evenly so I could wipe them all out with one shot, which I did effectively. Perimeter defense turret malfunction. Oh no, they broke. So walking into this room, you're going to want wave beam out. There's a couple reasons. For one, you're about to encounter a new enemy. Secondly, they're only weak to the wave beam. Right here! They're also... Oh, well, there's a shadow pirate first. You're going to want to take care of this guy with your thermal. Let's just end him easily. Just stun lock him. Stun lock him. Just keep him stun locked and they'll die. You actually have a couple of them to fight. I forgot. There are 3. And they do a lot of damage, so you do want to kind of stay moving while you fight these shadow pirates. You can only see them with thermal. It's the best thing to see them with thermal. I mean, you could see the electrical energy field around them, but I mean, they're relatively easy to take out. Not like enemies we're about to go fight. Because as you can tell, there's a red door here. Also an energy field that we can't access. But if you walk around this corner... Pretty sure it's this corner. Unless I'm going to be greeted by more shadow pirates, but I don't think I am. I think we're clear the first time we go through this room. I could be mistaken. I think we're clear, though. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm thinking about it. Thinking about wave beam is still a nice option to take out the shadow pirates, but right here, on the other hand, this is where you're gonna want wave beam. You're gonna get the space pirate music. You're also gonna get 3 space pirates that drop that are purple. Like I said, their weakness is the wave beam. These are wave pirates, wave troopers. Space pirate armed with wave beam technology. Space pirates have reverse engineered several of your weapons, including the wave beam. A flaw in the design makes them vulnerable to their own weapon systems. However, these guys are actually no joke. They are very strong and they are very smart. They will use cover against you. However, if you have the Wave Buster, you can easily obliterate them by using a couple of your missiles to destroy them. As long as you don't take hits while you're firing the Wave Buster at them, you're okay. So you just kind of want to stay back. They do have swords, so please be careful. The doors have been unlocked. Yes, the doors will lock on you as you're fighting these guys. So be aware and just be ready, because there are multiple versions of them, all of which correlate to a certain beam. So the first ones you're going to fight are correlate to the wave beam only. They do give you a nice arena to fight them in, though. It does offer plenty of cover, which is very nice. I'm actually going to shoot these, because sometimes these have items that's just very rare. I could use a couple items. Actually, no, I mean, you can't access that door anyway. It's locked. It's also plasma. The red beam doors are plasma beam doors. You cannot access them. Bendazium and present in gate. If you don't know what bendazium is, power bombs, but we're actually going to go pick those up right now as we're walking further into the Phazon mine. So next thing you're going to want to switch to, you're going to want to switch to ice beam. Just be careful, because shadow troopers are a thing again. You do have to fire a very full charge shot on shadow troopers and then fire a missile. They're just that tough of an enemy. They're really no big deal, but this technically is the main space pirate research facility, so be prepared to fight a lot of troopers. More than you may want, let me say. So if you head back up here, Immediately, you're going to be greeted just by some standard space pirates. Just take them out with one shot and a missile apiece. If you miss the ice beam, obviously you have to hit it again. If you scan this, you're going to get a recommended battle systems for elite pirates as follows: shoulder-mounted plasma artillery, counter-repulsion shield, wave quake projector, energy siphon system, and retractable wrist bayonets. Unit identicode EPG 8642 batch 23, field assigned elite pirate alpha. Platform system is active. That pirate in the center is known as an elite pirate. It is a Phazon infused space pirate. They are very powerful enemies. You do not want to deal with them. Also, you are going to be fighting more wave pirates up there, as you can tell. I'm just going to lock onto them now because wave beam does home in. I'm going to let them come down to me. And of course they'll hide, but I mean, you can, if you fire a good shot, they can't hide from you forever. This is a pirate data lore. Space pirate encrypted data decoded log 11001.9. Initial Project Helix experiments with space pirate embryos were disastrous. The Phazon infusion process degenerated brain tissue even as it augmented muscle mass. None of what we have termed elite pirates lived to maturity. The few that survived their infanthood suffered severe psychotic breakdowns as juveniles, killing anything in their zone of perception. Research team Sclera, I believe it's pronounced, made a recent breakthrough in which parasite studies with a Phazon strain code named Vertigo were highly successful. Since then, we have fused Vertigo Phazon with the space pirate DNA with great success. The latest batch of elite pirates have reached maturity successfully and are ready for field testing and training. They are very tough enemies, the elite pirate. We cannot break it yet. Cannot break this. He will come alive, and we will have to fight this man eventually. But we need to get up top. So, obviously, you've got a couple little platforms. And you know there are wave pirates in here, as I pointed out. And there's one right now. The fact that they are weak to their own beam is kind of nice. So, please just stay moving when you fight these guys. Their beams do a lot of damage, and because if you are playing on hard, it's recommended to jump and shoot these guys sometimes, just because they do so much damage. And their swords don't help either. I mean, you can just see how much damage I'm taking to these guys right now. It's not okay. Makes you wonder how difficult the boss is going to be in this area. Security alerted all stations. Bioform Samus Aran has made planetfall on Talon 4. The Hunter is among us. All units are hereby ordered to attack Aran on site. Terminal force is authorized. Report all sightings of Aran to Security Command at once. This is going to activate our second set of platform systems. That's the only reason you have to go around this. That's where where the space pirates were sitting as well. Right here, there's some missiles. I'll gladly take that. I'd really like energy instead, but I mean, missiles work. The good news is I can blow up these crates for some stuff. Maybe except this crate. But that's alright. We're just gonna keep going. Keep going on. You come up here, you're gonna come up across another pirate trooper. These are power troopers. Guess what they're weak to? And guess what they're only weak to? Which means super missiles are your ally against these guys. These things absolutely get wrecked by supers. 2 of them. Power troopers are the weakest of the 4 beam-based classes. Surface integrity at 44%. Further exposure to pulse beam could cause collapse. And this is attention all units. Report to your battle stations. Failure to comply is an act of treason. Treason is punishable by termination. Industrial pulse beam online. Auto fire is engaged. So you actually have to rotate this beam. We're going to rotate it not in front. We're going to rotate it to this wall first, and then we're going to fire the pulse beam, which will break that wall, which behind it is a whole lot of nothing. You can fire it at every single beam, and you can essentially fire it at every single wall. You're going to want to fire it at every single wall because behind one of them is a missile. But not every wall. Just one. And you just kind of gotta figure out... I forget which wall it is, actually, to be fair. But yeah, just keep turning the gun and just keep firing the pulse beam. Eventually, you'll get the missile. There it is. Of course, we also have to make an exit for ourselves. And in order to do that, we have to fire the pulse beam once again. So, in order to get to the door we need to fire the pulse beam right here at this main wall. So that just involves it aiming straight, which was technically one turn away from the position it started in. And that's going to give you the next entrance that you need to go to. So with that, you're actually going to want to carefully use this spider ball track as you descend, because there is this really annoying section of electrical energy. You can jump back up it if you wish. It is not recommended to. However, coming into this room, we are going to be greeted by a couple friends. We're going to be greeted by some power troopers. Once again, 2 super missiles will easily take these guys out. Of course, running low on missiles is never allowed. But as you can tell, they hit like trucks. So I could really use a save right now. However, this is very cool. I like this section. There are 3 paths, and you can see a little diagram, the central pillar in the room. Our goal is to now rotate this central pillar. And line up certain parts of it. You can do this with a lot of pillars in the room. One of them will eventually, and I said eventually, lead you to an item. However, if you want to start just by going on the blue pillar, you are more inclined to do so. You will have to come back to this room after you get a certain upgrade to access another thing fully. But you're going to be fighting space pirates all the way up this little room. So have fun with that. You need to walk all the way around to get the next one. And the next space pirates, I believe, are up top. I'm just kind of waiting to see. I'm just kind of waiting to kind of take a look and see where they are. Because, I mean, if they're in a wrong spot, you are going to have lots of trouble. So what you want to do, for the first time you go through this room, you're just going to want to tap a couple things just once or twice. It's no big deal. Getting the item in this room later, you will need more upgrades, though. So what you want to do is you want to find the red pillar. And then you want to climb up red pillar. And you will, if it's not already lined up, you will have to line it up with the red pillar yourself. Because it's not lined up for me right now, I have to turn it at least once. And I can still hear the space pirate around here. And having 1 energy tank extra with 93 health does not make me feel very confident right now. These guys do a lot of damage this late in the game. Okay, I guess I need to turn it one more time then. Can I get in there first? Thank you. There we go. Yeah, it would be. It's only. I think it's only a single wave trooper left. I'll fight him. As long as I keep him stun locked, he will die. So that's not bad. Obviously, you can only enter through 1 door right now. It's rather unfortunate, but it is the only door you can currently access in this room. In order to get the others, you need grapple to grapple across the one main room right there. It's also blocked by power bombs, so you're not going to be able to do the rotation room yet. And you can tell that right here there's a grapple point. So you just have to keep going on. First time you go through Phazon Mines, you can only go in one direction. Now, coming down here, you're actually going to be greeted by a couple of these enemies. You're going to be greeted by a couple scatter bamboos. Feel free to take them out with the wave beam. If you need to, you can get a couple items for them as well. But rather than taking intentionally taking damage, you are going to want to do this. The last one's always slow, and of course I always get hit by it because I'm always unlucky. I'll take only 10 health. Oh, jeez. Right. So that's fun. This next room activates a small elevator. Access to Phazon Mines at level 2 granted. Phazon Mines has a lot of levels to it, but if you kind of hit the elevator and kind of look to your left, you can see that you are very much going much further into the ground. Of course, the next save point I hit, I will be recharging energy on it. Just because I need energy badly. Coming into this next room, you're just greeted by a standard pirate trooper. Just feel free to whoop him. There's another pirate trooper also hanging out. Just, you know, kick his ass. Yeah, clearly the door cannot be opened with that weapon. Entering this next room, you've got a security-based shield. You've got a pirate in the center. You've got nothing else. Shipment of military-grade plasma artillery cannons is en route to Town 4. The Enginoid Star Mariners, we've acquired them. We're letting them sit in a warehouse. Our elite pirates, on the other hand, will put them to good use very soon. New pirate data. Space pirate encrypted data decoded log 10.023.7. Security command issued an all points alert after the fall of Zebes. The alert concerns the bioform Samus Aran, also known as the Hunter. Subject is a female hominid and is heavily armed and extremely dangerous. Subject uses a powered armor suit of unknown design in battle, along with a number of potent beam and concussive weapons. All combat units are instructed to terminate Aran on sight, preferably in a fashion that will allow the salvage of her powered armor suit and weapons. A considerable bounty will go to the unit who delivers Aran to command. Dead or alive, it matters not. New pirate data has been entered. Log 111569. Test subject ZD, hereafter referred to as Metroid Prime, roll the credits, was recently discovered in a cavern by mining crews. It quickly dispatched the miners, but was eventually contained by security units and drones. Once contained, we were able to begin the studies upon Metroid Prime. The results have been astonishing. It is genetically similar to Metroid's, albeit on a highly evolved level. It displays a limitless capacity for Phazon infusion and shows no Phazon-based degeneration whatsoever. It continues to grow in size, and while it has manifested some psychotic behavior, the cold fields we use to pacify it remain effective. Authorization for advanced studies on Metroid Prime have been approved. So this is a new creature. This is the elite pirate, Phazon enhanced space pirate, incredibly strong, armored, and well armed. You guys kind of ready for this? Because, oh, did you think we were not going to be fighting something soon? No, you are very wrong. Welcome to a mini-boss with the elite pirate. He has a wave emitter on the ground. He has an energy cannon. Stay as far back away from him as possible. He will absorb your shots while he has his hand up. If you scan the cannon, plasma artillery cannon connected to energy systems. Always be jumping, be ready to switch to your ice beam and murder this guy. He's very effective. He will activate his missile launcher at times. Just be ready to destroy the missile launcher, because he is got a lot of health. Notice how he literally blocks every single shot unless you hit him in a very specific spot. He even absorbed my super missile just now. I thought there was a way to lock onto his cannon, but I was wrong! You want to try and force him to use his wave beam attack so you can then hit him with a super missile. Just a couple super missile drops him. He's actually really weak, but if he hits you, oh man, you do not want to get hit by this guy. I feel like an energy tank would have left, but that's the pirate down. However, that was not the only space pirate in here. There are more. There always are. And henceforth, right here, speaking of which, you've got ice troopers. Stick with your ice beam. Constantly hit them. Make sure they stay frozen. They will die eventually. I'm actually going to get an ultra energy unit for taking out that trooper, so I'm actually very happy about that because I needed that ultra energy unit very badly. There are a few of them in here, actually. Just make sure you're firing fully charged ice beam shots at them, or they will not take critical damage. The missile trick does not work on these guys as well as you would think, but just stick to firing your ice beam and you should be okay. Oh, actually the missile trick does work on them. Never mind. Ice beam broken as hell. Never mind. That's a good thing. So there's a lot of lore in here. I am going to kind of read it all. So if you guys don't want to hear it, I will be reading a lot of lore. So right here we got another log. Space Pirate encrypted data log 112228. Science team is attempting to reverse engineer Samus Aran's arsenal based off data acquired from her assaults on our forces. Progress is slow but steady. Command would dearly enjoy turning Aran's weapons against her. We believe we can implement beam weapon prototypes in 3 cycles. Aran's power suit technology remains a mystery, especially the curious morph ball function. All attempts at duplicating it have ended in disaster. 4 test subjects were horribly broken and twisted when they engaged morph ball prototypes. Science team wisely decided to move on afterwards. It's because Samus Aran is infused with Chozo DNA, allowing her to curl up actually quite a bit into a very small ball. Like, look at the size difference between that ball and her. I always thought her shoulder pads kind of turned into the ball. And I think that holds true technically to this day. Security alert. Computer systems have been compromised. Of course they have, because I've hacked them. Blah, blah, blah. Metroid aggression levels are rising. That's not a good thing. Reports on hunter activity are in. This you can't blow up, but we're just gonna move on anyway. Walking over here, new pirate data entry has been downloaded. Space Pirate encrypted data decoded. Log 116642. There have been numerous incidents involving spectral entities at Chozo ruin sites. Several personnel have been assaulted by these Chozo ghosts. Few have survived. Survivors speak of swift attacks from nowhere, brief sightings of the enemy, then nothing, only to be followed by another attack. Science team believes these attacks are in response to our efforts to recover Chozo relics and artifacts. Somehow these entities are able to interact with the physical world, and it appears they wish to keep the artifacts to themselves. We will make them pay for their arrogance, for even ghosts can be destroyed. I scan everything. I have a very bad habit of it. Pirate data log 113771. Subject Metroid Prime's breach is contained. Reports indicate that it has sensed a large batch of raw Phazon in the lab from within its stasis tank and broke through the glass using previously unsuspected strength. Besides consuming all the Phazon, Metroid Prime assimilated several weapons and defense systems from fallen security units. It has suffered no ill effects from said assimilation. Indeed, it began to use newly acquired weapons against us. Once we pacified it, we were unable to remove the assimilated gear without the threat to Metroid Prime. The gear is now an integral part of its body. Command is intrigued by this newfound ability and has ordered further study to commence at once. Really could use a lot of energy units. Yep, okay, oh, there's 3. That's 90 energy right there. I gladly take that. There's 60 more energy. We've got a lot of logs to read right here, so this is literally Lore Central Station. Space Pirate encrypted data decoded. Log 114404. Results are in from field studies on extinct bioform group Chozo. We believe that Talon 4 was once a stronghold in a great Chozo empire, brought low by the meteor strike. Planetary devastation brought an end to the Chozo, yet remnants of their society remain. We are studying these relics in an attempt to harness their power. What is of no use to us, we destroy. In time, we shall have all we need from this dead race, and shall wipe this planet clean of their ugly ruins. The dead should serve the living, not hinder them. If this doesn't tell you that the space pirates are some evil people, I'm telling you right now, this does. New pirate data entry has been decrypted. Log 11428. We are particularly interested in a number of curious Chozo artifacts we have been able to recover from a number of religious sites on Talon 4. These relics resonate with power, and yet we are unable to harness them in any way. Science team is attempting to fuse them together with Phazon, believing that the link might exist between them. We know that these artifacts are linked to the Chozo temple that blocks full access to the impact crater, and we have yet to crack this enigma. However, Command grows impatient regarding this matter. Results must be produced soon. Force field offline. New pirate data has been downloaded to your logbook. Space pirate encrypted data decoded. Log 114025. Metroid Prime continues to feed and grow ever larger in the impact crater caves. Its hunger knows no bounds and has begun to manifest unusual mutations since its breach. These include armor plating on its epidermis and mechanical outgrowths that generate defense screens. These screens render it invulnerable to most weapon systems, but a flaw in the mutation leads it to increased vulnerability to certain weapons. It compensates for this by shifting the screens quickly. This latest development concerns security units greatly. They feel it's a matter of time before Prime corrects this defect and renders itself invulnerable to all weaponry. Containment would be nigh impossible if this were to occur. There's an ice beam door down here, but I'm pretty sure I have to be going up. But I'm gonna go down. Just in case. Unless it's blocked. Oh, wait, is this a dynamo door? Hang on, wait. Oh, no, it's not blocked. Hang on, wait a minute, wait, just a minute. Wait, just a minute. Save point. Save. Oh. The maintenance tunnel leads further down. Oh, boy. A rock slide has blocked off this passage. Oh! Good to know. I'm gonna walk in here and there's gonna be enemies again. I knew I should have went in the other door. I have my beam charged for the space pirates. Just saying. Because, man, Ice Beam looks cool when it's charged. Like, it literally freezes the gun entirely over. So, this room here is going to start pouring toxic gas into it. It's not fun. It's also going to start shooting out puffers. You have one option. Leave or die. The longer you stay in here, the worse it gets. So you are completely going to be affected by this poison, so you don't have a choice but to leave. You guys know what that sound means. Wave Trooper! Shoot. I have to keep charging these wave troopers or else I will die. And I'm going to die quick. Oh shit. Oh no, this is not. No, I'm gonna die. I'm going to die here. I didn't want to fall, but I'm going to die here. Give me, oh shit, oh, if I die, we're gonna be losing a lot of progress in Phazon mines here. Oh, come on, energy. You suck! Oh! Oh! We just lost so much progress, guys. Ah! I knew I was gonna die. I knew it, like, right away. I didn't mean to fall, but I did. So, unfortunately, guess where I'm gonna be back? I'm all the way back here at the very beginning of the Phazon Mines because we could not save the one door. So what I'm going to do for you guys is I'm actually going to end this. I think I'm actually going to call it an episode here. And I will see you guys back at the bottom when I get back to the bottom of the Phazon Mines. Oh! Well, hello, missile expansion. How do I get to you? I don't remember. How do I get to you? Oh, okay. Well, alright. Well, I mean, I guess we picked up something that I completely forgot was there. So I don't actually need to go get that again. That's convenient. Yeah. Blah, 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 blah. Give me the wave trooper. I'm gonna hide behind the desk. Will I fight you? Or you'll fall back to your friends. Just like this guy did. I will fight you the cheap way, if I must. You can't get to the shield. Yeah, what are you looking at? Huh? Huh? What are you looking at? Look, you're ugly. Oh, you're just pacing around? Alright, I see what you're up to. Don't think I won't kill you. I'll kill you. I will kill you. I hope you're ready. Fight me, buddy. Let's go. I'll just take care of you first. He's dead. Let's take care of you next. I gotta switch to power beam. One. I got plenty of missiles to use on these guys, so I'm definitely going to. Because I ain't dying to these troopers this time. One more charge shot kills. They have a lot of elite pirates in here. But anyways, we've made it. We're alive. We finally made it. Actually, we went through that a lot quicker than I thought we were going to. Which is not bad. Now this gives me the chance to read this pirate log. Space Pirate encrypted data log 11-2328 Elite Pirate Epsilon. I believe it's or Upsilon, I believe. Propensity for Phazon has enabled our research team to infuse it far beyond our safety restrictions, and the results have been extremely encouraging. Its constant Phazon diet has increased its mass exponentially, but it has retained all mental faculties, and it shows dexterity with all elite weaponry, including plasma incendiary launchers and the chameleon manta issued for cloaking purposes. Elite Pirate Upsilon exhibits miraculous healing abilities. When injured, it seeks out Phazon deposits and coats itself in the substance, which instantly mends the creature's wounds. The subject, which we are codenaming Omega Pirate, based on these developments, shows potential to be a new standard for our armies. Our only concern at this point is its potential overdependence to Phazon. All right. Where am I going? this way. There's an ice beam on the floor. And we're gonna drop low. And we're super close, actually, to... You know what's sad? We died super close to actually the end of the episode in general. So I'm actually gonna scan this, because it's a thing. Nearby energy flux. Oh, hi. Cryo sleep tank. Unit modified for elite pirate storage. Yeah, this way. Right, so as soon as I walk in here... we are greeted by a central dynamo system. Multiple safety system malfunctions detected. Unit should be taken offline immediately. We drop down here. We've got... We've got an invisible security drone to take care of. I think I was supposed to have X-ray. All it's got to do is show itself, because I cannot... If I die again... Alright. We're gonna do this. I forget exactly what I have to do to take this thing out. The problem is it hurts. Switch to thermal. I can't even see it with thermal, which is ridiculous. What am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to do this? How am I supposed to kill it? I can't. God, this thing's just gonna hit me. Freaking just go away! The one thing is I don't have power bombs to deal with it. I actually forget what I'm supposed to do. I don't know if I was supposed to have X-ray visor for this or not, but... what am I supposed to do? 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 Alright, I need the internet. I need the power of the internet. Where is my phone? I totally forget how to take this guy out. Clear, blocking down door. Drone flies around. Most effective weapon is wave beam charge. 35 miss. Oh, shit. Alright, here we go. They say charge wave beam, so I believe them. Now, the thing is, I need to be able to hit this drone. The problem is, I cannot lock onto this drone. Right in front of me. Hitting the drone's the tricky part. Like, this thing has health. As long as I'm here, though, I think I'm fine. Got it! Oh, I totally forgot how to kill that thing. And I've totally forgot how much of a problem that thing is. Oh, thank God. Oh my God, just for the love of God. Right, so... Really? I didn't even touch it. So, this is the central dynamo room. You have to go through a power bomb maze in order to get through. This is... Apparently the maze can range anywhere from, I think, like 15 to 45 squares? If I'm not mistaken, but! Except, this one seems very, very long, for what it is, but! Power bombs are mine. Finally. It was a very long road. But we've got our power bombs. We died once. And I didn't deserve to. But we did. But right now, because we have power bombs. See this stuff right here? This stuff, yeah, this stuff made of benzezium. Yeah, this stuff right here is about to get blown up. And if there's not a save point behind it, and of course there isn't! So the save point better be right over here. I'm gonna be super, super upset. Please be here. Yes! With us picking up the power bombs and with my death and having to go back through everything again. That, I believe we're actually going to call it an episode of Metroid Prime. Next time on Metroid Prime, we're probably actually going to be attempting to get out of the Phazon mines because there's really not much more we can do here. But because we have power bombs, there's much, much more we can do. So until then, this is CAJ Man 777 signing off. Stay safe, everybody.